morning, everybody. I'd like to show you my 56 Ford pickup and tell you a little bit about it. We started with what we thought was a pretty nice pickup truck that was bought at an auction, and turned out that it was far from the case.
POS.
Yes. It was obvious that somebody had started it and had some talent, and then somebody else had bought it and finished it up to push it through the auction to make some money and rip some people off. So that's basically what we did. So we tore it down to nothing, started from scratch, and built a complete new frame underneath it using Corvette control arms and brakes. I used a Dodge Viper independent rear end so we could build our own cantilever air ride suspension, which really makes a super soft ride and gives you a nice amount of lift. We used a Ford Lightning motor, put a Pro Charger on it to keep everything Ford. So I don't want to piss off the Ford guys and put a Chevy small block in it. It just doesn't have any place in this truck. We utilized a Ford 51 F100 grill. We stretched it out, added more teeth to it to make things kind of different. I'd like to put the hood down and show you what we did there. So on these trucks, they all have the same grill, so we decided to do something a little bit different. A lot of people think that's a Merc grill, but it's not. It's a 51 Ford pickup truck grill that we added more teeth to and stretched it out, just to make everybody go, ah, I see.
So the color.
Okay, so we started with a platinum gray. It's actually a GM color, and we had Southwest Classics do a nice little paint job here for us and pulled Bob Spina in to hook up the stripes.
Anything, or is it
No, it's a stock height hood. We didn't do anything on there. We just, besides doing the forward tilt, that's all we did to it. I wanted to keep all the body lines pretty much Ford factory. We did mold the fenders in and did smooth out the running boards. So we've got a super simple gauge setup in the inside because I wanted to keep the dash really smooth and clean. I've got a limit, actually it's called a no limit gauge cluster in it, and the rest of the dash is smooth besides the AC vents and the AC controls. I wanted it to have sort of a factory look on the bedwood, and so when it's closed, you don't really know that there's anything going on underneath there, you know, and then you hit a button and the bed floor comes up and you're surprised by all the mechanics underneath, you know. The engineering and everything that went into making all that happen was the fun part. Yeah. No, it really was. Figuring that out and getting the sweet spot and the ride and everything else, it really makes it fun and neat. And then I like to pop things open like that and have it surprise people. That way, you know, you can go like, wow, okay, I've never seen that before. Wow, I've never seen that before. Well, you know, that's what I'm after. That's what we do at Performance Motorsports, trying to figure out how to make it not the belly button truck or the belly button car. I want to make it your dream car and your fantasy car that you've had your whole life, you know. No, that's got the big wraparound window in it, so
That's
no.
something you put in?
Yeah, we had to do that to. Again, that's probably one of the bigger body modifications besides shaving the drip rails off. The big back window kit, shaving the door handles, molding the fenders. We molded the backside of behind the grill, kind of sucked everything in a little bit to tighten up the gaps, and molded the rear fenders, of course. Other than that, the body's pretty much stock. We did lead fill the door jambs and all that stuff, so all the body lines are all gone.
So I noticed you got some pretty big rotors in this thing.
Yes, those are the Z06 brakes and calipers, and Willwood makes an upgrade for the Corvette, and that's it. There, 6-piston 6 piston fronts and 4 piston rears, it definitely has some clamping force.
Wow. So tell me about the finishing on the wood on the
Okay,
jacket.
so if you're familiar with weed burners, you know, so I took the wood, I laid it all out on my shop floor, took my weed burner, went over the wood to just really expose the wood grain, make it darken it up, and then took a mahogany stain, stained it all up, and then took an epoxy clear, automotive grade PPG, and sprayed it. Sanded, sprayed it, sanded. It's about a week process into that wood back there. And then we powder coated the bed rails because I didn't want anything really shiny back there. I wanted to make it look a little bit tough. Obviously, we're not going to throw any motorcycles in the back of it, but you know, you throw your golf bag back there and have fun. Thanks for your time and letting me show you around this pickup truck that we just finished here at Performance Motorsports. If you have time, please stop by the corner of Valley View and Russell, and I'll give you a tour of the shop and show you some of the really awesome projects that we're working on right now. We always have time for our customers, so feel free to stop in. Thank you.